Let me begin by introducing a mystery of English headman carries Phileas Fogg. Most people don't know very much about him, but because he does the same every day. Some people think they know everything about him. He is very handsome, and he is a true herdsman. He is certainly rich, but no comes how he made his money. Has he ever been to another country? He can name a lot of countries on a world map, and he counts the most incredible things about them. He probably traveled on time, but some people insist that he has not left London for many years. Maybe he only travels in his head. He is very private man and he does not many friends. The only time he speaks to other people is at the farm club, where he was to read newspapers and play cards. He does not play to win, he plays for enjoyment of the game. He often wins, but he does not give the money, he gives it to charity. He likes to see his games as a challenge that does not require any physical effort. He has lunch under farm club every day, in the same room at same table. He has home at midnight. He lives in a house in Savile Row, a good address in central London. No one ever goes there, except his manservant, who must always be on time and be completely loyal to Phileas Fogg. In fact, this very morning his manservant lost his job because the waiter in front Phileas Fogg was too hot to say with, and this is where our story begins.
Phileas Fogg was sitting in his armchair waiting for his new manservant at some time between 11 and half past 11. At exactly 11:30, Mr. Fogg goes to the Reform Club. He looked up at the hands of the large clock by the wall that counted every second with a low tick. There was a knock at the door, and a young man of about 30 came in. "You said that you are French, but your name is Jean?" asked Phileas Fogg, looking at him carefully. "Jean, sir, not John," said the young man. "Jean Passepartout. I am an honest man, sir, and I must tell you that I haven't been a manservant all my life. I was a physical education teacher and a music teacher. Then I became a singer. I once rode a horse in a circus, and for a time I worked for the Far British in Paris. I found out that at a certain Mr. Fogg was looking for a manservant. He's a very clever, careful man, they told me. You won't find a quieter man in all of England. He does the same thing every day. And so I came here to ask about the job, in the hope of finally being able to live a quiet life." "Yes, someone at the Reform Club told you this, I believe. Probably the same person who told me about you. Do you understand what type of person I'm looking for?" "Yes, sir, I do, and I think I'm perfect for the job." "Well then, what time is it now?" 11:22, Mr. Fogg," Passepartout replied, taking his pocket watch out of a small side pocket. "Exactly 4 minutes late," noted Phileas Fogg, looking at his own watch. "So let's say you started working for me from 11:26.
Phileas Fogg stood up from his armchair, picked up his hat, and went out of the doorway to say another word. From this brief introduction, Passport was able to make note of his employer. He was about 40 years old, an elegant man with an attractive, gentle face. He was dark, with blonde hair and mustache. He was the sort of person we remained incredibly calm. Even under pressure, he had gentle eyes that fixed you with a firm stare. He never seemed upset or worried. He was a typical Englishman. It was always difficult to wish an Englishman true feelings, and our Frenchman, Passepartout, had an aggressive face and he was incredibly stern. He had a blue eyes and untidy curly brown hair. He was a sweet person who understood the meaning of true friendship and loyalty. It was short after 11:30 and Passport was now alone in his new home. The seat took around. After looking in the different rooms, he finally came to his own bedroom. Above the fireplace there was an electric clock. This was the same electric clock that Phileas Fogg had in his room. The two clocks ticked at the exact same second. Below the clock there was a piece of paper listing the details of Mr. Fogg's day. Not bad a day, thought Passepartout. A man what he has regular of clockwork. This shows what he was looking for.